Welcome back to The Shattered Pod, the podcast of our Daggerheart actual play miniseries, The Shattered God. My name is Jen, and I play Echo, the druidic fairy, in this miniseries. This is episode 6, The Arc of History. Last time, the world stood still at the edge of revelation. One of our very own vanished beyond mortal sight, only to remind the gods themselves that, in the end, there is grace to be had. In this episode, we begin not with battle, but with truth. Ellumnd awakens in a place of light and living script, face to face with a god who remembers everything that the world has tried to forget. But if given the choice between stealing secrets or sharing truth, which would you choose? As one ascends, the rest of the party presses forward into a place of refuge. But the garden soon begins to reveal its rot. And in the end, we learn that sometimes it's not enough to simply learn from the past. And as a god lies fallen, a hammer waits, and the arc of history comes full circle.
It is work. Hello, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. We're having some conversations, trying to see who's going to do the recap today. Grog is pointing to, I think, Hal.
Not it.
You were not. You were voluntold.
You were voluntold.
Not it.
First off, say hi to everybody. Hello, everybody. It's so nice to see you again, even though we've been chatting for the last, almost hour.
Hi, everybody.
So happy to have you all back. This group has taken November off. This is our last session before that big break. And then we have our Halloween one-shot, and then our November one-shot on the 20th is the last pilgrimage. You may see one or two folks in that. Dar, how you doing? Anything that you want to promote?
Not at the moment.
Okay. Throg?
Nothing really to promote at the moment.
Story Sage.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi. Yeah, I'm on socials as Story Sage, which is STORI Sage. We do mental health streams, all the good stuff. So yes, thanks.
Helm.
Hey, everybody. We know Ghost has some one-shots, but over on Solid 10, which is where I'll be tomorrow, reprising my role as Aer'yndor, the human bard. So check us out, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We also have some one-shots coming up. You can check us out at solid10dnd.com. Sign over if we have Daggerheart going on the 21st, and we have a Enclave, a sponsored stream from the Friends of Enclave, have created a story-driven or narrative-driven diceless RPG that we're going to run a one-shot where I am the conduit on the 1st of November. And so I just completed the story last night and got all the backgrounds ready to go. It should be super fun if you're into high-level role-play and acting.
Outstanding. And Blue Phoenix. Jen, Blue Phoenix.
Hi. Yeah, I'm on Twitch, and I have Blue Sky, and I'm doing a 13 Days of Halloween thing right now where I'm playing some spooky games, trying to play as many games as I can with friends as possible. Do not have next week's schedule out yet. Yeah, I am also over at Solid 10 with Hal, so check us out.
Outstanding. All right, so last time we played, a lot of stuff happened, right? First off, Oleg, we found out, had been transferred to the Glade, and he had a conversation with Solaris, and Solaris had a couple of really important tidbits to describe. Some of that was like, something's up with Dar. The other thing was there's some elves in the garden, and he wants them out because he is one of the keepers of the garden. And what was the last thing? Oh, that the Glade is Oleg's realm now, that he can do with it what he wants. He got pushed back into the group right after their battle from 2 sessions ago. And at that point in time, Echo, Ellumnd, everyone went out into this walled garden that's behind the the palace of Aer'yndor. So while you were back there, a few things had happened. Echo saw a friend of theirs, the fairy named Trill, who they knew from the garden, frozen in stone, not yet harvested, but they were fell victim to the shattered attack. Some stuff happened. Echo used his mark, traveled to the Veil of Stillness, met Nazara, the goddess of death, and convinced her to continue to do her job. One of the things that we learned was that by Nazara not doing her job, that's what made it possible for the Shattered God to steal those souls from all those people. Instead of dying, they went to his realm, became his, and that's how he was gaining power. But Nazara said, no, I won't let that happen. I'm going to take care of it. So, in theory, the Shattered God should be getting weaker, or just not getting any stronger, or needing to find other ways to do that. Trill came back to us and said, hey, I let all of these elves into the garden like 2 weeks ago, and they've just been kind of stuck there. While all that happened, you realize that Ellumnd has disappeared. They just vanished. But time was of the essence. You moved into the glimmering portal, move into the garden, and here we are. That's where we ended. Did I miss anything? Because I am not looking at your notes, Sage.
I think you did pretty good.
Okay.
I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, you're good.
So we're gonna jump from that right into it. So much to get through today, but we still have time to run the intro. We'll be right back.
We are the story we tell.
And we're back. So, where we left off last time, Ellumnd had disappeared. Now, those of you who watched had some indication of what happened to Ellumnd, but not everybody. So as Ellumnd moved away, Ellumnd found Raish, the elder Raish from episode 1, near a silverleaf tree, and had a brief conversation. And the winds roll softly across the hilltop, whispering through this silverleaf tree's branches as the tree itself seems to be listening. Beneath it, on a knoll of grass bathed in the gentle shimmer of veiled starlight, 2 figures sit. One slumped in a cart of creaking wood, a mushroom-bloomed fungrel named Ellumnd. The other cloaked in the aged form of a scholar long dead, Raish Thalreese, the one of the first who fell to the shattered in Lunesra. Their voices are quiet, carried only between them. Raish is taking advantage of the audience, recounting tales like he liked to do in his youth. Not of gods or realms beyond reckoning, but of a time before he bore the mark of Aelorus, a time when he was simply a husband and a father. We were camped beneath a cedar canopy. Valia was singing, as she did often, for Kaelin, our infant son. He'd fight sleep, but her voice, gods, was gentler than any lullaby. I listened, as I often did, and that song, it's echoed in my head centuries. It was the last thing I remember before the blow came from behind, a coward's strike. When I awoke, I was in a healer's hut at a city nearby. Some adventurers found me bleeding out. They saved me. When I was well, I joined them. We spent years searching through ruin, through realm, through rift. And then we found Aer'yndor. Our airship, the Lore Weaver, brought us here. I left my crew when I found the Book of Dawnfire, oddly enough hidden in the Council's vault. That book led me to Keloris, and he promised me the one thing no god should ever offer. He promised me everything that I could ever want in this world. But it ends here. The point where the story eats itself. Where the threads converge and the loom unravels. He sort of fiddles with the pages of the tome. You've felt it, haven't you? The way truth bends under the weight of what you've seen. The pattern has begun to collapse in on itself. Every revelation birthing its own new lie. And then he sort of stops fiddling and just looks at you in your good eye. You're the one in the front of your face. It was always going to be you, Ellumnd. My successor. The one who decides what survives when the last page turns. A light starts to softly grow in that space, emanating from that silver leaf tree. I have carried the story as far as I can. Though we are granted a stay of time, yes, it is only temporary. And some destinies are inescapable. Now I must face my own. And he turns slightly, glancing towards the tree. He opens the book and begins to read. A portal of woven words in memory form, its rim flickering with golden script. And through that portal, on the other side, a familiar scene emerges. From behind, you see a blue-winged fairy, a fungrel in a cart, a cloaked scarecrow, looking towards a familiar council of 7 in a Lunesra that's not yet been shattered. Now you go. He is waiting. He sort of motions back the other way. The one who knows what I was and what I became, he will test you. How he tested me once. Remember this moment. When the cycle turns again, you might see yourself staring back. He gives a small, wistful smile. And if you must rewrite what has been written, write kindly, but write truly. With that, he steps through the portal, moves his glance to those you see beyond it, puts his hand on the fungrel's shoulder and says, "It's good to see you again, Ellumnd." With that, the portal closes. The last historian of Keloris vanishes. The grove dims to a low hum. That silverleaf tree still glows steadily. But Raish didn't leave you empty-handed. You see, floating just below the grass, the Book of the Dawnfire, as it shudders. Sort of a dissonance of undetermined fate. As you turn, you see the younger Raish Thalreese, sharp-eyed, golden-skinned, faint smirk playing on his lips. His voice is the same, but his presence feels heavier, more anchored. You know, he begins, he and I weren't so different once. Both chasing answers that should have stayed questions. A mortal, something called a lore bard? Searching for his family, searching every library, every ruin, every name whispered in prayer, until I found him. See that he's intensely staring at Ellumnd. Do you know? Have you figured it out yet? For I am Kaloris, the knower of things. Thought that was obvious by now. The only god who would listen to a man who wanted to rewrite history itself. For 1,000 years he served me, chronicling every moment, annotating every story the mortals told to make sense of their truths, but he believed if he wrote enough, if he could find the page worthy of whisking him to a place and time where his family still lived, that would be enough. He served me well. And when that chance finally came, when I was ready to release him from his service, the Shattered One raised Ixarath to be his general. Right there, in the council chambers. And just like that, Raish would never make it home. I am what remains of the god that he sought. The god that became indistinguishable from himself. I thought knowledge could rewrite his sorrow. Understanding could heal. It's clear that the Shattered One wants to rewrite this world. He seeks to replace curiosity with certainty, to end all questions, all doubt, until there is one truth. Him. And it's working. We're losing a war that I'm not even certain we should be fighting still. Were you always this quiet? I don't remember you always being this quiet.
I think it is you who speaks too much.
Oh, that's right. You speak very slowly. Gosh. Well, here's the deal. The book is yours, if you want it. I marked you the minute Raish fell. I saw in you the curiosity that this world needs. But I do see something else. Secrets. You are after your own ends. But to serve me is to make your own choice. And it's a choice that I stand behind, for I'm very impressionable. He points to the tome on the ground and says, both of these books are the Dawnfire, and he spreads them apart. And you see them. Both accounts of the same moments in history. One is the meticulously documented account of our friend Raish. The other, a secret that the usurper would have written into history. A secret that will change reality as we know it. 2 timelines. One choice. So as you look at them, the first tome is very familiar to you. It's leather bound, braced with brass fittings, warm to the touch. It glows faintly. The scent of ink, smoke cling to it. It's familiar, as if you've been reading it relentlessly for weeks. The second crackles with lavender sparks, its leather cracked, petrified. The words on its cover shifting like shadows beneath the glass. It hums the darker purpose. One holds the knowledge of Aer'yndor, and the other, well, the knowledge of Aer'yndor is the truth of the realms. The hope of rebuilding what is lost. This other one, it holds knowledge of the Shattered One. Insight born of fear. Power brought by despair. You cannot hold both. Raish was killed for preserving a past he spent his life documenting, a history not even his own. You still have time to write yours. Choose wisely, Ellumnd. And he turns and walks away and sits on a nearby rock.
Oh no. So I have a question, which is from listening to Caloris speak. What does Ellumnd interpret from Caloris's words in terms of the difference between the first and the second tome, right? So the second tome, serving a darker purpose. The first tome having been this meticulous account of Raish's, not creation, but documentation. And the second tome being the truth of the Shattered One. What is the implication of choosing one of these books over the other one?
Well, he just said it, so you don't have to roll for anything like that. But you're very familiar with the one, and I think what it's just coming clear to Ellumnd is that this book is the scar, and you've had it this whole time. But both of these books are the same. They are both the Book of the Dawnfire. What Caloris said to you is that there is a secret that the usurper would like written into history. And choosing the lavender version, the shattered version of this book, is the first step in solidifying that secret into history. And this is ultimately your divine choice. Caloris will stand behind you should you choose one. You are potentially... No, he will stand behind your choice no matter what you do.
So Ellumnd has one question. And without moving from their place in their wheelbarrow regarding the first and the second tomes, the original Dawnfire and the Shattered One, Ellumnd turns their face and their now singular primary eye toward Caloris and Raish's form and asks, "What becomes of my home in the Shattered One's future?"
Well, the future that you inquire about has not yet been written. I can tell you that he pulls at us, the gods. He wants all the power for himself. And his path to that power comes from the mortals. He's been stealing that power, and I would see no reason why he would stop. Assuming where you're from is full of mortals, that is, of course.
Which they are, right? Like, they are technically.
You're long
they're
lived, but you're not
old as
immortal.
hell, yeah. Okay. With that said, Ellumnd is very single-minded, very precise in their goal, their intention, and their existing knowledge, and is going to reach toward the first home, the Book of the Dawnfire that they have been studying for a very long time now, and take it within their hands.
So as you reach for it, the glow intensifies. Golden light spilling across the globe. The lavender fades, chased away. The aura. You see Caloris close his eyes, basking in the divine light as it steadies. Then knowledge will be a light once more. Not to command, but to understand. He places his hand on your shoulder and says, "You will be my truth. You will be everyone's truth. The keeper, what must be known." As that second tome crumbles to ash, the grove brightens. Perhaps this time, the story will end differently. So he gets really close to your face, or what you consider a face, and says, "You will be my avatar of truths. Describe to me how both Ellumnd and Caloris are changed in this moment."
Whew, I think that Ellumnd's eyes, which, to describe for those who don't know, Ellumnd is a fungal based upon a bleeding tooth mushroom, which is covered in red, very blood-like droplets. And all of these droplets across Ellumnd's body are their eyes. I would say that at this point, the first transformation is Ellumnd's existing singular eye, the one that Nixarath did not take, turns into the very golden type of lighter color of Caloris's knowledge, divine knowledge. And this for Ellumnd is incredibly significant, because from the first episode, Ellumnd, being a mushroom who grows in dark places, is not particularly fond of the light. Ellumnd's second eye regrows in their face, and then very slowly, almost as if a cascade of a waterfall, these red, blood-like eyes across Ellumnd's body each transform into the same glowing light of divine knowledge that represents Kaloris, but most of all for Ellumnd represents truth and everything that knowledge represents. As this happens, this form of Kaloris, embodying, of course, the younger Aer'yndor, Raish's eyes also have a sort of that same almost glowing light, although in this immortal type form are indeed glowing. But ringed around and kind of within those eyes are also the same red color that once decorated Ellum's body. Instead of Raish's hair also becomes the color of this blood. And the light that emanates from this form of Kaloris, this Raish that Ellumnd sees standing before them, is also now glowing with a second light, a sort of red. And Raish also emanates with this light not a feeling of truth, not just a feeling of truth and clarity, but also a feeling of history, lore, the importance of the past and the future just as much so. And that's what I'd say.
Very nice. So as this wave washes over you both and these changes are made, Kaloris says, "Do you want to know a secret?"
Yes.
Do you want me to tell it to you or message it to you?
I would say message it to me.
Also in your messages is your new divine mark card.
Okay, thanks.
So discard your old one.
Got
You got a new one.
Ooh, okay.
Give me a second. I'm gonna send this to you. We're gonna take the spotlight. We're gonna throw it back to the party coming into the garden.
Mm-hmm. Yelling y'all secrets? Just kidding.
Now, Throg, you have to be careful. Don't step right there. There was a piece of grass. You have to be careful.
Frog will look down. He'll be just like looking around going, there's grass everywhere. Where am I supposed to? And then I'll see the path.
Yeah. Also, you could just say, hey, could you move just a little bit so I could walk through? And then they'll move for you.
Is this? I don't know that this is gonna be okay, Trill says. As you move.
I mean, it's gonna be better than people not being watched for 2 weeks.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Oh, bother. Feels very Winnie the Pooh-ish. Oh, bother. So as you move through the portal, you find yourself crawling from this small pond, larger than a puddle, smaller than a lake. As you emerge, though, you're not wet. There was no actual swimming involved in your moving to the garden. But as you come through and you start to look around, you notice that the avatar of the moonlight, Kaloris's avatar, isn't with you. The air changes the minute you step through this veil of willow branches and into this glade. The light here is strange. It's not dark, but it's not quite day. It's certainly brighter than the place you left. Kind of a greenish dusk that lingers without ever fading. And as you move into this environment, an encampment unfolds. Soft curves and clustered shapes beneath skies laced with silver leaves. What strikes you first is not ruin, but it's just empty, the absence of life. Tents of pale canvas ripple quietly in the wind, the corners still pinned neatly, the mossy ground. Lanterns made of carved crystals hang from branches overhead, glowing faintly with lingering elven magic, but not yet extinguished. A cook fire smolders, the faintest tendrils of steam rise from a pot left untouched. Looking over the encampment, it appears it has been established over a much longer period of time than just 2 weeks. There's no sign of battle, no blood, no wreckage, and yet the camp is empty. Everything feels paused, like breath, just before a word is spoken. You see rows of sleeping tents, storage areas built into slumped hollows, ritual tools laid carefully in grass circles. Someone left a leather-bound book open on a reading stone. The people who lived here didn't flee. They were seemingly called or taken away, leaving the world behind mid-sentence.
Oh, this shouldn't be here. I'm in so much trouble.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that the time moves differently on the different planes. I mean, so like it was 2 weeks there, but I don't know, that's longer here.
It's gotten so much worse since you left. With the corruption, it's getting faster and faster.
So this was worse. So when you came to look for me, it wasn't this bad?
No, I was only gone a day, and then I came looking for you.
Oh,
Frog will
okay.
walk over to the camp and carefully, as much as an orc can carefully walk over and mumbling, excuse me, pardon me, bacon powder, to the grass. And he'll check out, is there any signs of how long ago they disappeared?
Give
Like
me
a sandwich.
a sandwich I can taste. Well,
Roll
there
a
is
sandwich
soup.
check.
Roll a sandwich check. There is soup. However, give me a perception, an instinct to perceive, excuse me. Get it again. Your DC is your DC on this one is 15, excuse me.
I got a double 5.
Okay. I will tell you all of the things. So you're looking specifically for how long they've been there, right?
Well, no, how long they haven't been there.
Oh, how long they haven't been there. Okay. So
How long ago they disappeared.
So looking specifically to keep it food-based, going to the soup in the chat. It's the pot is still warm. The fire has been snuffed out, but the pot is still warm. You assume it maybe has only been a couple of hours since they disappeared, were taken prisoner, moved away, left in a panic. You notice looking around that the ground there's no signs of a struggle, right? It doesn't seem like they were torn out of this place, like there wasn't a battle. It seems like they just either disappeared or up and left calmly. Now you do notice a few things with your crit. By the way, take a hope, clear stress if you have any. You notice this within the grove. There's a 5 smooth stones arranged in a perfect circle near the center of the camp. You can see there's like shallow runes written on each, and then in the center a basin of ash and fire glass. You can see there's little places around it that appears that people would sit, like it's a communal space. Aside from the rows of sleeping tents that we already mentioned, you see this pavilion, a semi-permanent canvas structure reinforced with woven willow beams. It looks as though it's maybe an area for the leadership to commune, a council space. The roof is patterned to mirror the stars and the moon phases of their home back in Aer'yndor. There's still enchanted lights that flicker under the canopy. You also see nestled beneath some roots of a big tree, this hollow that once served as a structure for brewers and healers. You see a pot that's unlit, but it's in there as well. There's herbs hanging and drying. The air is fragrant with lavender and crushed juniper. And finally, another section of the camp towards the edge, you see there's lots of carts, big storage crates, tool racks that were kept under the trellis of flowering vines. This is the most disturbed area, as if someone had rushed to gather things or collect things before being interrupted. It appears to be a makeshift armory.
Only sign of commotion would be over here, where they were setting. It looks like they were packing or unpacking.
Brill is taken to flying, sort of hovering above the ground, following the group.
Well, maybe they found their way home and they left. Right? That could have happened.
I mean, the chances that somebody in their group could see the portals and know which one led to their home is probably pretty small.
Yeah. Oh no, that means Valarian knows. Oh. I'm in so much trouble.
I guess we could go and talk, and I don't know. It doesn't look like, did they just leave? It's so weird.
There's no sign of struggle. If they left, it was on their own accord.
But they cut down all these trees, though.
Yeah, they did.
In that moment,
Okay.
you see a soft glow and a whooshing of air. Symbols like golden script swirl in a circle, forming a portal, and from that portal you see Ellumnd in their new form emerge.
What you see, of course, is Ellumnd in their transformed state, still looking almost entirely like themselves, but the most almost startling change being these many dots across their body, their eyes now not glowing, but turned the color of a familiar light colored, almost white color. Ellumnd looks at you, of course, not turning their head, and simply says, "Hello."
Oh, you're back! You disappeared.
Ellumnd then says, "It seems I have become the avatar of Kaloris."
Oh, that's cool. Being an avatar is weird, isn't it?
I am unsure whether I will enjoy this.
Ah, yeah, I can see that. Oh, look, I got the mushroom that you put on Trill. It's still attached to, this kind of stone stuff that was also on top of Trill. But look, here, I got it for you. I got it back before we went through the portal.
I was frozen so long that their mushrooms grew on me.
No. No.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Ellumnd put it on you as a present, but then we got you back.
Oh, thank you, Ellumnd. That was so nice.
Sorry. Ellumnd, as they take the mushroom, I wouldn't say necessarily carefully, and as they take the mushroom, it kind of just almost as if naturally, like clinging to something that it knows, just kind of like sticks to Ellumnd's hand a little bit as they, retreat and return it to their cart, looks at Trill and simply says, "Echo is my friend. You are a friend of Echo."
I am. I've known Echo for so long. I was so worried. We could be friends.
No.
I understand.
Echo turns to Trill, and he's like,
I've known Ellumnd for a long time, and they just admitted that we were friends. It's kind of a new thing. So
They hate me because I let the elves in here.
I don't know why Ellumnd would care about that. I mean,
okay.
yeah, I don't think that Ellumnd cares about that. Ellumnd just needs to get to know you more.
Oh, okay.
Echo, give me an instinct roll for sense.
that is not very high. 13 with fear.
I will take the fear.
You're welcome.
13 is plenty. Oh, hold on. Dice are slightly farther away, so my counters are. You feel a calling. This sense, like when you leave your house and you're like, did I leave the stove on? Like there's something that you're supposed to do that you're not doing. And you feel it sort of building, like something is happening. It feels very similar to how your mark was pulling you before you met with Nazara. It's this unanswered question or this missed responsibility.
There's a scar in this realm for someone, right? I don't know either.
Well, no, you didn't come here to find a scar. You came here specifically because Trill was
For the elves.
worried about the elves, and Solaris was worried about the elves.
Yeah.
Well, now that we're all here, we should probably go figure out what happened to the elves. I know it's a little scary, Trill.
Didn't you have a monkey with you before?
I don't know what you're talking about. Just gonna walk over to the circle that has the runes.
Well, maybe I told everyone to try to not step on the ground, right? So maybe he's flying somewhere.
Oh, that's very nice of him.
I don't know why he wouldn't say something.
So Throgs, as you move back to that stone circled area, spotlights to you. What were you looking to do there?
Just you said that there was runes and stuff like that. Do
Mhm.
I recognize any of the runes?
If you want to give me a knowledge roll for analyze or recall, if you're trying to recognize them, you can do that. DC is going to be 20.
Oh, okay. I got a 15 with fear.
Ooh, I'll take another fear. Did I? I never collected my last fear. Nothing seems familiar to you as far as the runes are concerned. They don't appear in a language that you're familiar with. You are certain, though, that it's not Orcish.
But would I recognize, like, I don't know if I'd like recognize the pattern, like if it's like a war council type pattern, if it's just decoration, if it's just.
I don't think this is a pattern that you would have come across in any of your experiences.
Does Ellumnd relate this to the message that you sent me, like knowledge-wise?
No.
Okay, good to know.
Is there any? You said there's no signs of passage, no signs of struggle, correct?
Correct. Hal, what's Helm doing since coming through the portal?
He is looking at the grass, wondering what he's going to do when the time comes. And then I think when Trill says, "Didn't you have a monkey with you?" I think Hal would say, "You know, friend, from one cat to another, it is a simia, or some people say samaya, or samia, or samaya."
Oh, I didn't mean to offend. I'm sorry.
It is okay, but if I have to take care of business, I'm not to do it on the grass.
We believe that all life nourishes all other life, so if you need to relieve yourself, we fully support the nitrogen cycle.
Oh, I meant just to take a nap, not whatever you were thinking of.
There's certainly, wherever you're comfortable, just try not to hurt anything.
Oh, never mind. I'll wait till we figure out what everybody else has done.
How about Dar?
Since we arrived here, Dar has been shifting kind of awkwardly, like something's wrong or something's uncomfortable. And mainly like in the shoulders and kind of back. And around this time, he takes these straps from that like winged backpack thing that he has, and he goes to pull them off, but the straps come off and like just fall down, but the wings are still there. And he starts like reaching back, and they are not coming off anymore. He then kind of moves a bit, and they start to go out and then down back in on their own.
Does anybody see this?
He's kind of to the side, or not. He's not pointing it out to anything, or to anyone or anything, but yeah, anybody who's looking around could see it.
Yeah, Echo's just kind of looking around. For the monk.
Maybe.
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 Yeah, I do kind of want to know. I do kind of want to know. Especially since, I think that if Ellumnd noticed it, being curious about most things that they would want to know. Anything that they could garner from their observation.
Specifically about the wings? Is Ellum
Yeah.
going to ask her?
Yeah. Specifically about the wings. Yeah, I don't. So basically, like the cover, right? The cover part of. So, okay. I think I understand. No, never mind. Sorry, that was distracting.
Well, Thrug's walking around. If he sees Dar struggling to like see if he can remove the wings, he'll walk over. I'm like, you need help?
These won't come off anymore.
Thrug will look at him.
The wooden kind of base of the backpack, it seems to, like, you kind of fused into his back. The wooden part of his, like, his back and the wood part that the wings are mounted on, it's now part of him.
It looks like they are permanent now. These are the ones you got down in the library, correct?
Yes.
You are now, like Oleg, you're a winged creature. They're not coming off, my friend. Not without a great deal of pain to you.
Dar is going to make a spell casting roll to use the spell Flight.
Okay.
And see.
I'll step back and give him room.
So,
in case he wants to do a grand swoop.
It fails, but with hope.
Okay.
So he'll start to flap them, but just nothing, like he can't get off the ground or anything. Nothing really happens, but he's controlling them.
So as you flap, you're trying to coordinate these new appendages on your back.
Like start
Flying
to lift
is
for a second and then come back down. And
even birds can't fly on their first day with the wings.
Right? Neither can fairies. You know, not day one.
You'll be surprised to know that I was a late flyer.
Trog will hear all this talk about flight and stuff like that, and I'm like, yep, I got nothing, don't fly. He'll go back to like looking for signs of passage. Any clue of what happened?
Can I... Is there a nearby tree that is still alive?
Yeah, sure. They cleared some stuff to build, but there's plenty of trees that are still around.
Cool. I'm going to fly over to a tree and kind of hover in front of it. And he is going to use nature's tongue to speak with the plants around me.
Okay, so you make an instinct roll with a DC of 12.
Even though I used to not have to do this to talk to the plants, but we're too close to the portal and magic stuff is weird.
Maybe you're just a little rusty.
Trill,
Tell me.
I failed
With?
with fear.
I'm sorry. So as you try to commune with this tree.
Wait, I
What?
forgot to add my plus. It's a 12.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Forgot to add my plus.
I'm keeping the fear. Darn it.
I'm sorry.
So as you commune with this plant, the plant doesn't just turn around and speak to you like it probably would have deeper into the garden. You get these flashes of visions. You see a peaceful encampment. You see elves building, but only taking what they need. You see the occasional patrol and the occasional conflict. And then you see the goddess Aurelia approach, move her hand, and a mist comes over the encampment, and all of the elves disappear.
They went into the mist.
And Echo will look to Trill with a knowing look.
Oh no. They're probably gonna be at the stone circle
Probably.
if they didn't have a trial already.
I couldn't tell how long ago it happened. Well, I guess we should go before they kill them all.
Is there anything else you'd like to do in this camp before you leave?
I highly suggest that we rest.
I don't think they'd mind if we had some soup.
It is just sitting there waiting to be taken.
I mean, some of us don't eat, but I eat.
I'll lift the lid
Yes,
and
I can eat.
like carefully taste it. Like, yeah.
It's very-
Make sure it's not like wash.
Yeah, you taste it. It's very. You don't get any socks or anything as you pull. You get. It's very basic. It's like a rabbit stew. Some very few vegetables. Very brothy. Very thin.
Perfect for a soldier.
But we did just take an actual short rest, like right before we walked through the portal.
Was it a short?
Yeah, it was a short rest.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
'cause-
pretty much full
'cause
for
Mac-
everything.
Yeah. 'Cause Mac, you were, or was it? It wasn't a long rest, was it? I don't think it was.
We had
You
a
would take-
long-
Yeah, you took a long rest right after
Okay.
the battle,
Okay,
and then
okay.
that battle led to. So I don't. There's no. I mean, you might be missing hope and stress, or
I'm
you might have
definitely
hope and stress
missing hope.
marked.
We had one at the beginning. We had one at the beginning of the session for a short.
Had one what?
But we had a. No, wait, that was something else. You told me to clear stress for.
Yeah, that was your.
That's 'cause you
That was
rolled
your
with hope.
crit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, while you're here, that you could still look through the encampment. You prefer
Yeah.
before sending.
I'll just fly around and kind of check stuff out, take a couple of bites of soup, and then fly around some more.
Okay. And you still see all the same things that Throg saw. You see the.
I mean,
The
Hal pretty
circle.
much found a sunbeam and curled up. So
You see
If
that
I
pavilion,
take a
and you
walk-
see.
Sorry,
the
I was gonna say,
Brewer's
if I take a
Hollow.
walk through the camp, do I get anything with my arcane sense? Anything magical around?
You As you walk through, you get some very familiar things, very similar to the elven magic that you felt on the other side of the portal. Nothing too all that, like, not divine power, but you do sense more potent magics coming from the brewer's tent. Or the brewer's hollow, excuse me.
Okay, I will head over to that.
You see it's beneath this mass of roots. It's sort of dug out. You see the herbs drying. You see, furniture built. Fine craftsmanship, because these are elves, but it was relatively minimalistic. In that room, there's a big cabinet that's locked, and you see some shelves with some leaves and some roots and some bottles all lined up.
Where is there anywhere specific that the ping is coming from?
Specifically, that cabinet is giving stronger things. There's a little bit of magics that you're feeling in all of the items that are in this room to some degree. It's very much like a natural, like a nature's magic.
Mm-hmm. Items that could become like a magical potion or something if they were mixed together, right? Kind of thing.
Sure. Well, there are potions there already as well.
Right. Okay. I'll step out and Helm. There is a lock here.
Is it magical, or can I see inside the where it's going?
I barely know what a lock is.
Well, depending on what you need to do, sometimes people use locks to keep people out. Other times they use locks to keep yourself in while keeping other people out. Or you could be out and have a lock to keep people out from going in.
There's another cabinet with a lock. You were fiddling with the last one. I thought you would want to look.
If I recall correctly, Throg just beat the crap out of it last time, but I will take a look.
Throg, there is a lock.
Okay, I'll go over. Are you going to try to open it this time, or should I just skip all the waiting?
I mean, if there is bowls of soup inside the cabinet, we don't want to spill it, so let me try to open it first.
Why would they keep bowls of soup in the cabinet?
I mean, that's where I usually keep my bowls at my house.
Well, yeah, the bowls, but not the bowls of soup.
I mean, you can't have a bowl of soup without the bowl.
Right, but if you have a bowl of soup, you get the bowl out of the cabinet and take it over to the pot where the soup is.
Unless it's magical soup.
A magical bowl of soup. Are you going to try to open this?
Yeah, hey, let me try.
Maybe he keeps bowls of instant ramen in his cabinets. I don't know.
But not in the bowl already.
Oh, the instant ones where you just pour the water in.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, those.
You're going to do a finesse roll?
Yeah, I would like, is it a magical trap?
It isn't.
Or, excuse me, a magical lock?
It is, from what you can tell, in your vast experience dealing with locks, it appears just to be a normal lock. It's a very complicated lock, though. Elven craftsmanship. These are very difficult to pick. Your DC is 25.
All right. It says I have advantage on actions to pick non-magical locks. Where the bowl of soup resides. as opposed to the bowl of noodles, as opposed to the cup.
I forgot
So-
that we were dealing with elves, so it would be the bougie bowls of soup, Roman.
Right, that's what I mean.
Which
All right.
actually are better.
Is this a finesse roll? Yes.
This is a finesse roll. DC 25. You have advantage. That's all your stuff.
All right, let me see. That is a 12 plus 9 plus 4 plus. Just threw it on the ground. This damn soup.
Can I like
Plus
offer
4.
him a... never mind.
I think I got it.
12, 9, and 4.
21,
Yeah.
25,
Perfect.
29.
Awesome. So as you take this elven lock and you see it, knowing that Throg had to skewer the last one with a scythe, you very carefully hung out. You hear it as it falls, as it opens, and it's in your hand. And you open this cabinet and you see that this is where they keep all of their special items, maybe their most dangerous items. There's etching, there's elven text carved into this. You see a couple of potions. You see some packaged tea. And you also see a few vials of something that you recognize to be, you see 6 of them. They're all fashioned together. This poison, this brindle-tooth venom is the only thing that you really recognize in this cabinet.
What was this what you were after? Dar, does this still glow? These things here. I mean, besides the poison. I mean, the vials. I mean, the healing potion.
Which items do I see glowing?
They all have a little bit of a glow to them. You see one in particular, the small, little teardrop-shaped vial with the swirling blues and purples, and kind of give a white eminence from it, this glow that's noticeable without even, like, to everybody. Everyone sees this glow, but you get the biggest ping off of that. There's also a very modest-looking brown bottle with a cork, and there's a label on it with some elven writing. You get a pretty powerful glow off that as well. A much less to another degree. There's another bottle, circular bottle. Everything has a little bit of a glow. Those first 2 are the strongest.
I'll just point them out from like the strongest, then down to the lesser ones.
I'm
We'll
sorry.
take the strongest ones and hand them to Dar.
Okay.
Thank you. I look at them for a bit, and I don't even know what they are, so I'm just gonna stare at them for a while.
Now you can do an analyze, a knowledge roll if you want to try to identify them. Or anybody
them over
in
to
the
Ellumnd.
party can help.
Yeah, I'd take the 2 stronger looking ones and go over to Ellumnd. And do you know what these are? And I'll hand them over.
Great question. Do I know what they are?
You can roll for it, but because you are the avatar of truths, we'll lower your DC for it. So we'll give you a DC of 15.
Okay. So let me roll for knowledge. I rolled a 10 with hope.
As you look at these, you don't really seem to recognize them. you haven't spent much time with the elves to really know their magics that well. You do feel the power that these are emanating. You recognize that these to be strong items, but what their purpose is, you don't know.
Ellumnd regards the items that Dar gave them, kind of holds them in their hands, looks back up, offers them back, and says, I do not know.
Thank you. Take them back.
There are the items that are on the shelves in that brew hut. Some of them are easily recognizable. You see some health potions, some stamina potions. There's a small vial that you don't recognize just off the bat. Again, a lot of these leaves. There's like 4 groups of these leaves, and a few, like 3 roots that are just sitting there as well, outside of the chest or the cabinet. Excuse me. So you recognize that there's of those health potions. There's 4 of them. They appear to be sized pretty significantly. Call them major. And you see similarly sized stamina potions are 3.
Ghost, what does stamina do again? Like, what is it impacting here?
It impacts your stress.
Yeah, it recovers stress.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, so major health potions clear 1d4 plus 2 hit points, and the same for the stamina. It clears 1d4 plus 2 stress.
Y'all know what this means with him giving us all of these beautiful potions, right?
I will grab one of the stress potions or stamina potions if nobody minds.
Echo will let everybody get the potions. He's not going to take any.
One apiece.
So Dar gets a stamina. If you just, in case you want to use it in this episode, just make note of what you're taking. Yep. Dar is taking, not that there's going to be a reason to. You haven't had a shopping episode since episode 2, so I figured, like, hey, you're at a place.
Well, a looting episode.
Well, you'll just be stealing all the stuff of the elves that you're trying to help.
So this is what shopping is. You just break open a cabinet and take stuff?
Yeah. If they didn't want you to do it, they should have put stronger locks on it.
We call it orc shopping.
Twice.
It's orc shopping.
It's not our fault that the world is destroyed, okay? Like
True story. So we'll say, so if Echo's not going to take any, then Throg, Dar, Helm, and Ellumnd will each get a major health potion. Dar has 1 stamina potion. Who wants one of the others? There's 2 more that can be claimed.
I would like to take a stamina potion. All my stuff uses stress to activate.
Perfect. There's 1 left.
I'll take.
Okay.
I was muted. Go ahead.
I'll take it.
All right. Throg gets it. There's another vial that's unidentified that's sitting there as well. It appears to be like a dark gray or black, and it doesn't appear to be fluid as much as bottled smoke.
Echo wants to look at it.
Echo looks.
I don't know
at
if
the bottled
Echo's going to
smoke.
take it, but Echo's going to look at it because
Okay.
it looks cool.
Is it like the gray
It-
smoke or is it the purple smoke that we've been collecting this whole time?
It's not purple. It's like a dark black, sort of dark gray black smoke.
Echo's gonna like kind of bend his wings in some and kind of look at his skin where the veins are and the black is and kind of see if it matches the color some.
It's close, I guess, as far as the color black goes.
Echo is a character.
It really brings out the color of your veins, Echo.
Oh, thanks. They're new, you know.
Well, that you didn't
I
have
got
them the
them
last time I saw
saving
you.
you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so bad.
Oh no, this
I'm
is because I'm an avatar of a
Oh.
goddess now. So
Oh, which goddess?
Oh goodness, how do you pronounce her name again?
Nazara.
Nazara.
Who's
Miss
that?
Zara. Well, you know, she's on another. She's not really. We didn't really learn much about Nazari here. But you know, she's the goddess of death. But she's kind of changed. She's rebranding. Okay, she's rebranding. She's becoming like the goddess of mercy. It just happens to be like at people's deaths. You know, she's gonna be nice.
Oh. Are you dead?
I am technically less alive. Kind of.
Oh.
But I don't think I'm
to
dead.
me. Oh. Oh, bother.
So
I'm
while they're
probably fine.
discussing, while they're discussing the level of life that Echo has, there's still some leaves and some roots, and some tea and another potion. Tea and potion in the cabinet, leaves and roots, and a small vial on the shelf.
Do I know what all those plants do?
Give me a knowledge check, and we'll say DC of 15 for you as well.
What level of stamina potions
Can I
were
use
those?
Major.
Can I use nature's friend?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I didn't need nature's friend, but that's fine. 24 with hope. I get that hope. I get hope.
Rats. Yeah, so just looking at these roots, you're very familiar with them being from the garden. You recognize the leaves specifically as Varric leaves. If you consume them, they'll immediately give you 2 hope. The roots you recognize as jumping roots. Eating it will lead to you can leap up to far range without needing to roll.
How many
Again.
of each do we have?
4 leaves, 3 roots.
Okay. I'm going to give the 3 roots to people who do not have wings.
Okay.
Now say, okay, so you use this if you have to jump really far. Okay, here you go.
1 to Ellumnd, 1 to Helm, 1 to Throg.
Yeah. And then you said 4 leaves?
4 Varric leaves. Only you know what they do.
Does Echo look like he has any secrets?
I mean, you're all black veins and partially
Yeah, because
unalive.
of the mercy of in death moments. Okay. So he looks at these and then looks at everybody.
Says, well, the best way that I could describe these is that in moments of despair, they can give you just enough, you know, what's a word that's not hope?
I want to say hope because that's what it would be.
You can say hope.
Yeah, it just seems like cheating.
Don't be fearful. You could call it hope.
Thanks,
Don't be
Al.
afraid.
But yeah, they could, bring a little bit of light into the situation and help you do something, that maybe you felt like you couldn't do in that moment, So, here you go.
So it's a leaf that if we chew it, we think we can do things that we don't normally think we can do.
Well, no, normally you can do them
That's drugs.
sometimes. But sometimes you get really upset because, like, I don't know, your friend just died and you kind of feel down and stuff. And like these can help you do it. It gives you a little bit of a light to help you do things
A little bit of a boost, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. Something else you notice from your role, because these are your homelands. The packet of tea that's in the cabinet, you referred to in the garden as death tea. If you were to drink it, you instantly would kill your target when you critically succeed on an attack. If you don't critically succeed on an attack before your next long rest, you die.
Echo has that in his hand before he holds the leaves out. Like maybe he holds the leaves out on one hand, and is holding the other one in his hand.
Which was which?
So people can grab leaves before he tells them about the other thing.
Maybe we could save one of these for our friend that's not here right now.
Oleg.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd appreciate one of that.
Whenever he comes back.
I think he needs a little pick me up every once in a while.
Who's Oleg?
He's the guy that you called a monkey earlier, and Hal was telling you, the proper species name for Oleg in the other realm. You didn't know. You don't know all the other species in all the realms. It's okay.
Your green friend with the tusks they seemed like that there wasn't another person.
I think he might have just been messing with you. I don't know. He does that from time to time. He likes to describe how disgusting food is sometimes too, and it's really gross. So if he does that, just fly away.
Have you tried the soup yet?
I love soup.
It's an orc thing. It means you're okay.
So while you're sitting in the brewer's hollow here, is anyone venturing anywhere else? Are you considering leaving the area?
I would like to do something. So in regards to the little secret that Caloris told me, I would like to attempt to use my fungal network. And this allows me, I used it, I think maybe in session 1 or 2, where I make an instinct roll of a 12, hopefully, to use a mycelial ray, to speak with others of my ancestry and communicate across any distance.
Does it communicate outside of realms, though?
Don't know.
What do we got?
It just says, on a success, you can communicate across any distance.
I mean, I would say that's arguable. Any distance.
Okay. I argue it.
All right. Well, I will not take an opportunity for you to give me fear away. So you can roll that instinct roll with a DC of 12.
Or you talk to the local mushrooms and they're all like, who the hell are you?
New shroom, who dis?
Please.
Tell me.
Y'all, I rolled a 9 with fear. It wasn't even worth it. I'm so sad because that would have helped me so much I'm crying inside, guys.
So you reach out to the mycelial network, the mycellular device that you have. What you're connecting with isn't familiar to you. You know this realm, but you're not connecting with those from your own mortal realm.
Understood. I do have something to if we do end up, getting like in a circling around or eating soup or whatever, when we get to that point, I do have something that I would like to share with the party.
It sounds like you're eating soup already.
Are we eating soup?
Well, Ellumnd is not, but
It's a
Echo's,
rabbit
flying,
stew.
getting some soup, and
I don't know that there's any mushrooms in it.
I have a question of clarification.
Okay.
The Varic leaves, I was looking them up just so I could make sure I typed in the correct thing for Oleg and just kind of put it in chat. It says that you can eat these paired leaves to immediately gain 2 hope. So are there 4 sets of paired leaves, or are there 4 leaves, so therefore 2?
I just took it as like a paired set is a unit of item, so there's 4.
Perfect. Just wanted to clarify.
No, thank you.
Which, just so you guys know, I did chew my leaves because I need hope right now, and I have a lot of things that use hope, so I did use mine just so, yeah.
Okay, so there are 2 more. Y'all 2 took them, right? I was holding them out. Did y'all take them?
I'm fine. Somebody else
No,
can
I
have them.
seem to be okay. But I mean, you said it would help you in a pinch when you felt one of your friends were dead. And if I recall a little while ago, you had that look on your face when you thought Ellum was gone. Maybe you should hold on to 1 or 2.
Well, then okay. Also, there's this, guys.
Is that made of milk?
This is very dangerous.
These are just tea leaves. These aren't the actual tea themselves. So it's like a packet of.
Yeah, and you have to make them into
a small silk pouch with the tea leaves in it. Yeah.
Would Ellumnd recognize these? Which maybe is a question for Echo, right? Because it's from Echo's
Would Ellumnd, over their time that they were together, have asked about their Echo's world and plants and stuff that grew there and things?
I wouldn't say necessarily about Ellumnd about Echo's world. Ellumnd would ask about their particular magic in general, and would ask about the fauna in particular, just because of where Ellumnd's the structure of Ellumnd's home.
Okay, then probably wouldn't have brought it up prior. Then
got it.
But I mean, Echo is telling you all that what they are, anyways, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So as Echo kind of explains what they are, Ellumnd looks directly at Echo and stares very hard and says, "You should not have that."
I know. I kind of feel like nobody should have this. I've never really been a fan of it, but I figured.
I mean, I could see where death tea would come in handy in a toilet spot. I mean, if it came down to, getting you lot out of a spot. I'm just saying.
I didn't know it was death tea. I'm sorry. I just thought it was regular tea. I don't want it.
Yeah.
Although I don't know how in that situation you'd be able to brew a cup of tea.
I mean, I think you should brew it ahead of time, right? How long does the tea stay good?
Do I know? I'm assuming I would know this.
I say that once you've brewed it, it lasts for in its liquid form. Yeah, it lasts indefinitely. It just gets colder.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're okay with like atmosphere temperature tea and not like hot tea, you know, after you brew it, it's.
I mean,
it
as long as you
stays
put the
good for
sugar,
forever.
as long as you put the sugar in first when the tea is still hot, and you don't try to put it in after when it gets cold, then it's just a sludge at the bottom.
Why would you drink the death tea?
If it came down to everybody, if it came down to it, and it was the only way I could get the lot of you out of there, where's Oleg? He'd understand. I think Dar would understand as well.
So, Trill, you know how everyone turned into stone?
Yeah,
So, like, all of them are dead?
you're dead, but
Well, some of
I'm
them
not
are.
dead.
I saved you before they took you out of your stone.
Why don't you just
but
save everyone then?
I don't have enough life force to do that.
Oh,
But, so I want you to imagine, okay, that you're fighting against the being that did that and that is going to continue to take everybody's lives. And if you take this and you happen to like hit him real good, he dies.
but we don't kill though. We respect life in the garden. It's like rule
I
number
know.
1.
It's really difficult to think about things lately, you know, because I mean, this guy's really bad and he's killed so many people. And if someone had stopped him beforehand, none of those people would have died.
Zara?
Dar will walk up and put his hand out.
Do you know
And
how to
gesture
make
towards the
tea?
tea. Is it anything like soup?
Not really. Kind of. How, do you want me to make the tea and then hand you the tea?
Sure.
Just for clarity, are you all sitting around the stone rings enjoying the ring of stone, enjoying soup, trading death tea and recipes for?
Yeah, I guess.
Pretty much, because I don't think that brewer's hut in the bottom of a tree would have been big enough for the 5 of us.
Is there like a? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, go ahead, please.
Is there something to make the tea and something to put the tea in?
There is nearby water that you came from, and there are plenty of cauldrons and vials and bowls. There might be bowls in that cabinet, we don't know, around that you could make the tea and bottle it.
Cool. I think I'm just gonna explain to Dara how to make it and then hand him the tea leaves because it makes Echo uncomfortable. And Echo's gonna say, as soon as he finishes explaining it to Dara and handing it to him,
I still don't really think you should use it. But you know, I don't think Throg should use it either. I don't know. Y'all can talk about who gets it afterwards, because he said he would take it too, but here you go.
I don't want anyone else to take it.
Can Echo give him a hug?
Yes.
Well,
Or you could roll
coulda
contested
shoved him
strength.
away. Like, stab it.
I would not stop Echo from giving me a hug.
it'll just be like a little hug, little side hug, or a normal hug, but from the side.
Well, I guess that's kind of sweet, but also really sad.
If it's okay, as we're sitting around munching on our soup, Ellumnd is gonna just be, sitting there watching everything with their very many eyes, and says, in a bit of quiet when it comes, I must share Kaloris's knowledge. And Ellumnd first says, Solaris and perhaps our friend are unable to access this realm at the present. I have other knowledge, though I hesitate. And Ellumnd just kind of pauses right there, literally hesitating.
As this happens, Echo, you once again feel that calling, pulling you. This sense that you've forgotten something important.
Can I do anything to try to remember it?
I don't know how long one of Ellum's hesitations last. Because of the...
I make the tea while they hesitate.
Yes. Ellumnd hesitates, sits with their hands clasped together, and is kind of they're sitting straight forward, but if you know Ellumnd, you can tell that their eyes are on everyone. And as Dar finishes the tea,
making, not drinking.
yes. Ellumnd tells the group, Kaloris imparted vital information regarding you, Throg, and your home. An agent of the Shattered God, Nixarath, attacks your home as we speak. Knowledge of your royal blood is now his. And with this knowledge, he attempts his revenge on the orcs of your home. And that is what Ellumnd says.
And it's in that moment it clicks for Echo. This calling that you're feeling, our souls entering the Veil of Stillness. And that is where we'll take our first break. All right, stay with us. We will be right back after our first break. When we come back, I want to tell you about Series 2 debuting in April 2026. Stick around. Here we go, and we're back.
Hi, everybody.
That was the worst time for me to click the button. I'm sorry. There's so many buttons to click. Hey everybody, thanks for sticking around. If you are just joining us, welcome. We just got done raiding the camp of the elves that they're trying to save, like you do. A couple of quick announcements before we get going. First and foremost, join us, not all of us, join the channel next week, next Thursday. We're doing our first one-shot called The Watchfires of Carvos Keep. There was actually a little bit of a nod to this one-shot in episode 5, session 5, I believe. We're going to delve into a bit of a backstory of one of our characters that we've met, and the result of that is going to directly affect the ending of this adventure. It's going to be Halloween themed. It's going to be as spooky as I can make it, so we'll see how that goes. So join us next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern time for some more Daggerheart. These friends are taking a rest. Some more friends are going to join us. A lot of friends that we've met on TikTok and on Discord. It's going to be a great time. Also, we're going to have session 0 on November 6th for the next one shot, The Last Pilgrimage. Now, to be perfectly honest with you, I didn't plan out what this one shot was until a few episodes ago. I think I started 2 episodes ago because I wanted to see where you all were and what the story was going to be. And now I'm super excited for it. It's going to be outstanding. It's going to very much directly affect how your story goes. I can't wait. A whole new crop of friends, some familiar faces from a few one-shots ago back in the D&D days. So join us then November 20th. And then the big one. So in April of 2026, we're going to start series 2 of this big adventure, segmented campaign, whatever you want to call it. We're going to dive into the story and really kind of deal with the things that have happened since this story began, starting at very first with what happens to this realm without this governing body, this the Council of Seven. How do these kingdoms kind of pick up from the pieces, so to speak, and how do they drive on? We don't know fully how dangerous the world is going to be yet, because this group of heroes hasn't yet succeeded in saving it. And if you don't succeed in saving it, that series is going to be completely different. But the idea is going to be the same. So if you're interested in joining us for that series 2, it's called Oathfire. You can go to groupactionroll.com, click on the play button, and you can sign up there. So go over there, sign up. The current plan is to keep it bi-weekly. If I have enough people that are interested, I may run it weekly and then have 2 groups sort of in the same region, which could be fun. So sign up, let me know. I think we might switch to Tuesdays to avoid the Critical Role traffic if everyone is willing to do that. So that's it for my announcements. If you love any of the nice swag that you can see on your screen, you can go to Group Action Roll, click on merch, and you can buy some of that as well. So groupactionroll.com, go there for signing up to play and all this other fun stuff. Join us on Thursdays. It's some busy Thursdays ahead in the weeks ahead. And that's it. Y'all ready to dive back into the story?
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you're still
more voice in my ears.
More voice in your ears. You're still sitting around the stone circle of this encampment, and Ellumnd has just dropped this bomb on Throg.
Before Throg responds, real quick, since Echo just realized the pull to that other realm, and Ellumnd is talking about how all the orcs are being attacked, and Echo's goddess is the goddess of death, of mercy in death. Yeah. I think Echo is gonna kind of go a little like blank face a little bit, and just try to feel the pools and kind of focus on them and fully grasp and understand what he's gonna be feeling for the rest of his life, however long that is. And seeing if there's any type of connection with those who are like if stuff, and yeah, so he's just kind of quiet and contemplative at this moment and not really paying that much attention.
I think we need to change our plans then and get over to the village.
Agree with His Royal Highness. We need to go.
That's probably how he found out.
But what about the elves? They're, oh no, I thought we were gonna fix it. I'm in so much trouble. They're in so much trouble.
I will go with or without you. If you want to go save the elves, you can go save the elves. I will go save my people.
Question: Okay, so they walked through a portal, right? And is that portal still there?
The portal, the shimmering puddle, as Ellumnd describes it, still exists. They can still access it. It is a few weeks time travel back to Throg's home. So Throg's home is a little bit further east of where you discovered Golvathar. So it's actually his home is actually very close to where that corruption from Braelith is sort of working its way into the center of the continent. So he could take it, but he would still have to travel for a couple weeks to get there.
Do we know Trill and Echo were talking about the trials? Do we, as the party, know what they were referencing? Okay, I didn't think so.
I mean, you may have had some conversations with Echo over it. If you want to roll, I'll even give you a relatively. Yeah. Again, you are the avatar of truth, so we can do another DC of 15.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay. Because I think that's gonna, So.
Yeah, and that one actually has a chance of Echo have talked about. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I rolled an 18 with hope.
Okay, take your hope. So yeah, you understand the governance process of the garden fairly well. You know that there are two divine beings that sort of oversee the garden itself. It's Solaris and Sorelia. The people who live here, there's like a system of elders. They refer to them as the Stone Circle. These elders kind of govern, and then there is a sort of a front row of this amphitheater of important people. Echo themselves, as you know, is one of these enlightened people who have the ability to see and access these shimmering portals, and their primary function is to monitor. But given what's been happening here, they've shifted and they were commanded to go out into the world and try to figure out what was happening. So both Trill and Echo have that position, and they both went out to try to find it. Echo was the one who sort of found the answer. So you understand that if someone was going to be seen, if they were going to have a trial and have a discussion about it, it would be at the Stone Circle. And it's called the Stone Circle because it's literally a physical location that is a stone circle.
I don't think I do, but would I know or has there been any communication or knowledge shared with me or within the party of how close we are to that stone circle?
Yeah, they haven't discussed it at all.
Okay, cool. I didn't think so. Okay, thank you.
Echo, you know exactly where this place is, and you know it's relatively close.
I know.
You can get
It was
there
a
quick.
really bad time for Echo to stop listening. I think like the whole like, if you want to say the elves, I'm gonna leave, like the different talk that's kind of been going on, probably snapped him out of it a little bit, but he's still like kind of feeling. And he looks between Throg and Trill.
Well, we could always go to the circle, try to help the elves, and then, Trill, maybe we could try to figure out if there's a portal that's closer in the garden that could bring us closer to, Throg's home. Maybe we could work with people and try to figure that out, and then go there. And we would be closer to your home, Throg, and we wouldn't have to travel, in your realm.
Echo, you know exactly where all of the portals are located. Maybe not exactly, but as far as the types of environments they're located in.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that none of them really seem to be the type of place that Throg is described being from. That nomadic, very, very much in the plains near mountains. The closest thing that you have towards mountains are the ones that you know that are underground.
Yeah. How long does that take to travel out from there?
Probably, it was in the other mountains, so it would probably still be a few days. Yeah, it wasn't from Golvathar. You do have a portal seed near Golvathar, and that would probably be just a couple days travel.
Yeah, but we had to lay another seed and then go through that seed, right?
Yeah, so that would take a day.
Yeah.
So you might have to try to find another method of travel.
Yeah. Do I know of anyone in the circle that has any type of, like, I don't know, anything?
No, you
that could help.
you and Trill are unique in the way that you have the ability to view and see, as well as the others of your kind. But nobody is really creating these portals. You're just utilizing them. Very few of you that can actually see and access.
Mm.
Well, the soonest that I can think of off the top of my head is a day. I could go in the portal, fly down, and go off to the side a little bit and go ahead and use one of the portal seeds that I have, and then come back here, help the elves, and then go back out, and the portal should be all done. And then we could travel through, and we'd be closer, because it'd be back where I laid the first portal. Remember at the crossroads? Off to the side?
Mm-hmm.
That would be a couple days away.
I can feel the effects of the battle, I think. So
Let's get the elves. Plant the seed, get the elves. Take them with us.
And maybe the elves have a faster way anyways. Maybe they could be like, oh, let's take you there right now, and poof, there we go.
Well,
I was thinking
they were
we'd probably
trapped here.
I was thinking we'd probably need the army.
Yeah. Oh, well, they were trapped here, but maybe they can't travel to other, planes of existence, but they can travel within their own plane of existence.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
I don't really know, but I'm gonna go fly out real quick and go find somewhere to put this portal and that seed, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. Frog's gonna get ready to go and kind of pace.
Same as
I will
last time,
see.
off to the side, kind of hidden, etc.
Okay.
I think Hal will see Throg. Concerned pacing like Hal was pacing just a few nights ago by himself, worried about going home. But now Throg wants to go home, and he's going to walk up next to Throg and say, are you sure you want to wait, Throg? I mean, I know family is important to you considering, everything that has happened.
If she can get us there within a couple of days rather than the 2 weeks it will take us to get here. From here. From the kingdom outside. If we leave these grounds, it's at least 2 weeks.
But
she's promising a couple of days travel. We
How-
might still be able to, we might not have to clean up like we did out there.
how did they get here?
And Trill points to Ellumnd.
Sorry. Ellumnd is going to look at Trill and say, my portal was weaved with history and knowledge.
Oh, can you weave another?
That's not something that I could do, right? Like, that's just not like.
Check your card.
Wait, really? Wait, what?
I mean, if you're the
Oh, I forgot about that.
if you're the new Valerio, yeah, you can do that.
I couldn't tell if you were just,
No, I'm so glad you said
Pointing.
that. No, I'm so glad you said that. No, damn.
You don't have to tell them. Even though above table they know.
Yeah.
Now.
I wish okay. I'm so torn because all of these things in this card use so much hope, guys. But the thing is, the other aspects of this card could do some things. So I don't think I'm gonna tell them.
You do have some extra leaves kicking about.
That's true.
Oh, where did my fear go?
How many did we have?
We used them all up.
You used it all.
Yours all
Didn't we
gone.
use them? I think that we did
Sorry.
use
Yeah,
them.
you had like 7 and you just put them through and told like bad news
Mm-hmm.
and scared us and horrible things and
You
Yeah,
used
I
them
think
to move
so.
all the
And I-
armies of Nixarath to
And-
go
and
before
I think you made Hal split his pants.
Echo's holding 2 of them. One of them we were saving for Oleg. And of course Throg has one, and I'm sure he'd be willing to part with it in this case, probably.
Aha. Okay, let me.
Is it just for getting hope?
Yes, 2 hope.
You need 2 hope? Don't worry about it. I will use my close knit once per long rest. I can spend any number of hope and give them to an ally.
Oh, we can do that. Okay, so I don't need it now, but in this case,
In
knowing that
character, we have no idea.
Trill obviously asked Ellumnd if this is something that they can do, and they're going to obviously respond and say yes. As Caloris's avatar, the ascended oracle of knowledge, I have the ability through words, memory, history, to open a portal to any location I am able to envision.
Then let's get this elven army back to work. Oh wait, elves hate orcs, don't they?
Echo,
Sure, they
you
probably hated
feel
God more.
you once again feel the pull of more souls entering the Veil of Stillness.
Echo's not there right now. Echo's like flying as fast as Echo can fly to plant that
Mhm.
portal seed.
Okay.
I'll let you tell me when I get back. I sent a message to specify exactly where.
Oh, yeah,
for
I see
reasons.
that.
Yeah.
Not on the island,
Oh.
off the island, so.
And
Okay.
out a little. Yeah.
All right.
So you just tell me when I'm back, and then.
Well, if I don't imagine they'll leave without you, so you can be back at any point.
I'm
Let's
back.
leave. Let's leave
Oh, that
Echo
was
a note.
fast.
She knows where we're going. He knows where we're going.
That was really fast, Echo. You're the
I think it's the gold and the black veins in the wings that's helping me fly even faster.
You were an early flyer.
Yeah, I was day 2.
Yeah.
Frog will just look at the two of them as they discuss their early flying years, looking fairly impatient. Not so much using
Yeah.
intimidating presence, but just looking fairly impatient.
Of course, Echo doesn't know that Ellumnd can bring you there. Like, that was happening while he was gone. But he goes,
This is really unsettling. The feeling of. I'm gonna have to get used to that.
What are you feeling?
I can feel souls passing through.
What kind of souls?
I'm assuming that they're the orc souls that are being attacked right now.
Then we need to go.
And Throg, while we're talking about thousands of elves that were at this encampment, you know that there are far fewer orcs, especially within your nomadic settlement, but generally in existence on Veldrennen and living in Valtharos.
And we're just dealing with a camp here. We're not dealing with a legion at all.
Well, it's a large camp. Trill said last episode there's something like between 2,000 and 5,000, I think he said.
I was talking about the orcs.
Oh, the orcs. Yeah, no, it's a very small
Maybe a
group.
dozen at most. Like actual fighters. Of course, you start pissing off orc moms with their orc kids.
True, yeah. But also, like, all of, Bernina is there.
Well,
Hostcha is there. Your family.
Yeah.
I don't. How long do those trials normally take? Like,
It's only been a few hours. It's really hard to say. It's going to be
Tasha.
Tasha.
Yeah, it just looks funny because it's orc.
I thought I was pronouncing every syllable. Tasha. Okay, that's easier.
Tasha. You say it with the accent I use, it makes perfect sense.
Tasha. The trials don't typically take very long. I mean, it's up to the judge to hear the arguments and pass judgment, depending on how they view the elves situation, how long that takes.
So we're gonna go get the elves and be like, hey, we saved you. Come help us kill these people that are killing orcs. And we'll try to find you a safe space. Right?
You think they'll do it?
I don't know. I mean, we're saving them.
Ellumnd is.
you asked me that, not. No, I'm sorry. I mean, we're saving them.
We fought the guy that took your kingdom. Now he's after our kingdom. We're going after him. You're coming with.
Well, there are 5,000 of them. This is what Trill said in from what my notes say. So Ellumnd is going to push magically, push their cart away from our little circle of soup toward the direction that we were headed in, and is going to leaving, of course, the smell of soup in their wake, and is going to say as they go, there is no time, and continue.
Grass, wait! Move out of the way, Grass!
As you roll away, Trill goes,
Wow, that soup smells divine.
I know, it smells so delicious.
Following Ellumnd.
Echo is going to turn into a large falcon and speak through the falcon beak, since I can do that. Where are the circle of... I'm sorry.
You're welcome.
put that on a t-shirt.
Right? We are the circle of soup. Okay, sorry.
Anyway, he's gonna say,
so Helm and Throg, do you want to ride? Dar, do you think you could carry Ellumnd?
I rolled to cast fly again and got 18 with hope. So
Nice.
It works this time.
Fantastic.
And maybe
So, yeah,
Phil
my-
could help too.
Wings start going and we'll take off.
Or is that
Doc will attempt to ride.
I can carry 2 people.
So one of me and who? He's an orc. He is 2 people.
No, you're still just one person.
Up to 2 willing allies when you move.
Okay.
I can fly at will.
We don't need to go to Will. We need to go to the stone circle.
Oh.
Fly at the stone circle.
It's a new, it's that tier 3. Because you said I got tier 3,
Did
right?
you-
No, you're level 4. You're not tier 3 yet.
I'm just kidding. I didn't get it. I don't do that.
And we all
I will
ran
carry
down.
one of you.
Uh-huh.
But I just carry you as me. Wait,
I
no,
think I
I'll
can-
get on my horse. I'll turn into the whatchamacallit, Clydesdale.
So as you all begin
carry
to,
too.
that works. So
I'm just gonna whisper to the grass as I go.
I'm so sorry.
as you transform into a Clydesdale and you have your allies hop on your back and you all begin to make your way in the direction that is central to the garden. As you move, you do notice that strange occurrence that was happening when you last left is spread so much further into the heart. And it's only once you've gotten to the center of the garden that you start to see a little bit of the life that you're used to. The corruption has spread so much. And you step into the circle of stone, this ancient amphitheater deep in the garden's living forest. Giant moss covers monolith, form of semicircle around a floor of interlocking roots and stone. The air is humid and thick with the scent of loam and ozone. As if a storm had just passed through, there's still mist in the air. Luminescent fungi casts a gentle glow. A note of pollen dances as these weak sunbeams filter through the canopy. Despite the lush surroundings, a hush of Tension hangs over the gathering. This is a solemn council, preparing to pass judgment. At the center of the council stands Ellumnd, the still-rooted, a towering tree folk matriarch who has literally become one with this place. Her bark, like skin, is etched with glowing runes, and a crown of flowers along her shoulders bloom with every slow heartbeat. Ellumnd's lower body merges into the great root system that disappear into the soil. At the heart of the circle, she is stoic and deliberate, her ancient voice growling like bending wood as she observes the proceedings. To Ellumnd, all younger beings are but saplings that grow too fast, mortals who lack the patience of the trees. Beside her, weighing each moment with slow breaths, is Mosskeeper Thalon, a massive tortoise-like Galapia folk. Thalon's shell is carpeted with moss, fungi, creeping vines, as though he carries a piece of the forest on his back. You can see bioluminescent spores lending his eyes this gentle green glow, glaring a wary gaze. He clutches a gnarled wooden staff with one clawed hand. He is patient and heavy-voiced. Thalon rumbles with the authority of ages. The council knows him as being a cautious guardian, one deeply suspicious of outsiders. He feels that the outsiders are bringing corruption into the garden. On a raised roof at the front of the circle floats Sorelia, the goddess of the rain. She's been called here to act as arbiter. She appears slender, ephemeral, figure draped in a gown of mist and raindrops. Her hair curls like storm clouds around pointed ears. The water endlessly trickles from storm clouds, rolls off her fingertips and vanish before even hitting the ground. A faint rainbow arcs behind her as she just kind of lounges midair. Barefoot, idly swirling a tiny orb, sphere of water between her palms. Her demeanor is sort of playful but aloof, an immortal not entirely suited for solemn judgment. She surveys the gathering with sort of bright, curious eyes that flash like lightning when she's amused. You can hear her speaking as you sort of quietly roll up the party.
Well, usually it's my brother, Solaris, who handles these trials. I find them quite boring. Besides, he's off being busy, shining somewhere else. So you have me instead. Let's see, what is all this fuss about, shall we?
Despite her tone, she is still very present. She is the deity that commands respect. Droplets of rain occasionally patter around the circle, responsive to her shifting moods. Also in the amphitheater, you see those who stand accused. You have Queen Navira Valian of Aer'yndor and 2 advisors. She's flanked by a few cautious guardians. Navaria's cut is regal but somber. Long silver hair is braided with ashen gray ribbons, a sign that she is mourning. Exhaustion shadows her violet eyes. Navara's posture remains upright and unshakably poised. She stands with her hands loosely clasped, concealing any tremble of uncertainty. This queen is now the reluctant voice of a broken people, determined to show dignity, even in defeat. To her right, Commander I always mess up this name. To her right is Commander Keyleth Arathan, the last surviving general of Aer'yndor's army. You can tell that he's standing protective, taut. His armor, once gleaming enchanted blade, is dented and battle-worn. He says nothing, his jaw set in a soldier's silent scowl. It's clear he struggles to rein in his cynicism about this trial, overseen by gods, spirits, wood nymphs, sprites. On the other side, Alaris Starcrest, Aer'yndor's high scholar and keeper of the Moonspire Library. Alaris is slender, long-limbed, his once elegant indigo robes now tattered at the edges. He clutches a leather-bound tome to his chest, steel blue eyes, constantly in motion, analyzing every detail of the stone circle, as if committing it to memory. He feels his role here is clear: to serve the elves' memory and evidence, ensuring truth is recorded and revealed. You can see encircling the accused a rim of stone platform, several thousand elven warriors and civilians, or rather this misty, motionless forms. The majority of these elves from Aer'yndor remain frozen and still behind a mist that acts as a window into a specific moment in time, the moment they surrendered. This eerie sight is a constant reminder to all present of what hangs in the balance: an entire people's fate, held in limbo by the grace of the garden's magic. These frozen figures ring the clearing at a respectful distance, unseen, unknowing of the proceedings, while a contingent of vigilant Fey Guardians. Some are tall, stag-like with antlers, some with living vines. They all stand watch, ensuring no one interferes. The atmosphere is charged, raindrops hang suspended midair around Soralia, gleaming like tiny prisms, as if even gravity holds its breath. Finally, Elder Virillion raises one wooden arm in a slow, creaking motion. The vines and flowers adorn her form shiver as she speaks in a low, resonating tone that seems to reverberate through the ground itself.
Let the trial begin. We gather to discern the truth of this corruption blighting our realm, and to decide the fate of those who stand accused of birthing it.
They all stand as a faint tremor ripples, as if the garden itself is listening. You aren't yet within the amphitheater, you're still sort of on the outside of it. They haven't recognized your presence.
Question. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
I have a question. Did Virillion just say that the elves are being accused of like starting the corruption? Is that what they said?
Or being
Okay.
a part of it, at very least.
Being a part of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
Am I where there's not life underneath, where they can get off of the horse?
Yes, there's
now?
plenty of stone platforms and walkways that you can stand on without stepping on the grass.
Okay. He's gonna kind of turn his head back a little bit and say,
Do you mind hopping off now?
Frog will hop off and walk right into the stone circle
No.
and yell objection.
Who is this outsider that's coming to our trials?
This divine being floating in the air.
State your business.
My name is Throg. Obviously, I am not an elf, I am an orc. I am here because you are accusing these elves of bringing the corruption when this corruption is actually the work of Nixarath, who destroyed the city and encased all those elves. I have come here to plead their case.
Well,
This corruption is now spreading to my village, and since we have chased it from this village, since we have chased it from this kingdom, I would like to implore these elves to come with me and go fight Nixarath, which they failed to do, and fight the corruption from spreading across the world.
Roll me a persuasion check. Which is not called a persuasion check, it's called a presence check.
All right, then I would also like to use bold presence. And I spend one of my hopes to add my strength to the roll.
Okay.
All right. It is a 12 with fear.
I will take the fear. Count.
Well, corruption isn't the only thing that they're being accused of. They also came into our lands, violated their order to stay, destroyed trees, killed, feed. Do you speak for them? I'm so confused.
And in the corner, the queen is like,
I don't know this individual, Your Honor.
Could Echo have gone out of horse form and grabbed Trill and kind of fly?
Yeah.
Over there now? Okay,
Mhm.
cool. And just kind of, they're both short, so, and I know that Throg is fairly tall, so they'll just kind of fly kind of in front of Throg and kind of, they'll still be able to see Throg. Throg's, strong presence is still there, but like, yeah,
Okay.
they,
Mhm.
they're there.
you could hear gasps as you approach. You're recognized as you come through. You can hear,
And I'm a little different.
It's Echo Lightsprout. What's going on? What's wrong with them?
Aurelian says,
This is Echo Lightsprout, my liege. I don't think I know this one.
Trill and I were the ones that were sent to that realm to try to figure out where the corruption was coming from, and I did sort of. It's definitely not the elves. And what he said is right. There's this guy that's like destroying all of everything and turning living things into statues, and he could totally come over here, so we need to stop him. Because if he comes over here, he'll just do all of that to everyone over here, which is why I've been trying to stop him. So if the elves do volunteer to help take care of that person that could easily finish destroying the garden, then maybe that could help mend relationships and bonds. And if maybe we could start telling people in other portals how it works here a little bit, because I've met some nice people. And maybe they won't automatically destroy things when they get here, because
I'm going to spend a fear and interrupt you. as the Moss Keeper, Thalen, says,
You see, we sent Echo out into the world to discover the corruption, and he returns corrupted. Look upon his face. Something has entered, has worn away his spark, the same as it wears away at the garden. Parts of the garden are disappearing. It's the mortals, they are the reason. Do not listen.
and roll me a presence check.
Oh no.
Echo or me?
Echo.
Can I use my fairy effect?
Remind me?
Maybe. That one's just the one that has to do with like using your intuition to affect choices. So like specific phrasings to try to, that I was maybe trying to hit key points of what they would want to hear for them to be on my side.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I mean, you know them and you are a fairy and they're familiar with your kind, so.
Okay.
The DC. Oh, why don't you tell me what you rolled first? Just based on your face.
I rolled a 13 with hope,
Oh.
but
nice.
it's a 13.
As you plead your case, and you can see Soraya's paying attention to a certain degree, says,
Yeah, well, how did that happen to your face? Are you corrupt? Like Thalen says?
No, I am not corrupt. Whenever I was seeking out knowledge, I was marked during a spell that someone was casting to try to fight against this being to empower other people. But those people died, and it hit random people, including me and him, and I have some other new friends back there. But
as you say that, you can see the guardians of the circle turn their attention to where you had pointed, and they're starting to slowly like move their way cautiously because they see outsiders.
Yeah.
With that, just real quick, as they're turning, and Echo mentions the party, Ellumnd is going to just kind of roll forward to join Throg and Echo in the center.
Okay.
I'll join as well, but flying up above, kind of at the level that the goddess is at, but just kind of over top where the group is.
But it was just a little mark at first until I was chosen by the goddess Nazara, who is rebranding to, instead of just being the goddess of death, the goddess of mercy upon death, to try to help those who are passing. So by the way, I can, yes, there are lots of people passing through right now, but so that's what this is. It is through my connection of being the avatar of mercy now.
Oh. You know, Nazara is my auntie.
But you, as you kind of float into your space, Dar,
She says, Do I know you? You seem familiar to me.
Eyes will crackle and flare up.
like lightning crackling.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. Do you know my father? Raziel. We don't talk much anymore. He said, Rain, rain, go away. So now I'm here.
I believe he made me, or at least brought me to life.
You should be so lucky. He made me. I don't know what you are.
As you're talking, you hear the queen say once again, like,
but seriously though, I've never met any of these people in my life.
Echo wants to look over at the elves. All of the elves are there, right?
So they're sort of this floating cloud of mist, and through that mist you can kind of see the shapes, almost like a hologram of them frozen in time. Like they're not currently present. Their moment was when they surrendered, so they're unaware of what's going on. There is an audience of other gardeners. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I never got the chance to meet you. I did enter your city a while back, trying to learn to try to help this realm. I did meet some of your people, and we did travel here through the remnants of the attack on your people. We just want to prevent it from happening to everybody else, and we want to stop him. So I know that I don't speak for you, but you know, we're just trying to save the world.
We're kind of speaking for the whole realm.
I do appreciate any help that we can get, but I do fear that you're making things worse. Just need to get my people out of here.
I'm offering you an opportunity to. If they don't want you in their realm, we can take you back to the other realm. You help us fight Nixarath and the shadow beasts that attacked your kingdom.
Fight? We're in no position to fight.
No, that's when you fight the best, when you're backed into a corner.
Echo's gonna look to the goddess that's just kind of there.
Trill was there whenever. Trill can tell you they didn't come here with ill intentions to hurt people. They just weren't informed. And
Trill's gonna sort of like flutter down right beside you and
yeah, I let them in here. I was worried that they were all gonna die, so I thought because we preserve life that this was the only way. I'm awfully sorry.
Verlin's gonna sort of pipe up and say, "Whoa, I'm sorry, wrong one."
Well, you know our way. Our rules are very, simple. That we do not let outsiders in. And then when they come here, they trample, and they take, and they destroy. Trees were murdered, and the magic wanes. We found an entire grove that they destroyed.
while I've been learning about or trying to find different information to save all of us, I've learned that sometimes we have to rely on other people. And I know that it's completely against everything we've done ever since, you know, the event. But maybe if we instead made other people aware of how we do things here, then maybe they wouldn't trample, because in their world their plants aren't alive the same way our plants are here, and that's really sad. But they don't have souls like they do here. So they didn't understand that they were murdering. So maybe we should go about it a little bit different. But if we are wanting to have a future at all, we have to stop the Shattered God, or the garden will be gone.
The Shattered God, is that what they're calling him? Well,
I think so. I don't remember his name.
there is another option. We have been contacted. They reach into the garden and talk to us, and my father, Shattered One, they have offered to intervene to preserve the magic of the garden, to pluck it and its fading magic and plant it into the mortal realm, to save it when Athora ultimately falls in the conflict ahead.
Which means you'd probably want the conflict over with quickly. Well, I would need the elven army. And we could, the more bigger an army we have to go against his shadow beasties and his shadow hunters, quicker we could get him disposed of, and then you can continue your plans. I mean, I know I'm just an orc and we've never really had anything to do with nature, but my time with the other races have pretty much endeared it to me in my village, which is outside of the old stronghold. And we have, through interaction with the other races, species, we have come to appreciate nature, and we would welcome the return of nature and all of its glory to the regular realm. But first we have to save that realm to make sure there's a place for you to go.
Clarification, Ghost. Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So the goddess is considering working with the bad guy.
Yes. They've had an offer to preserve the fading magic of the garden. The garden is built on Othara's magic, even though she has the two archfey type deities overseeing it. Athara, is on the side of the current pantheon.
Yeah.
Does anyone else want to have any closing arguments, as it were?
I kind of do. I think that Ellumnd is going to move a little bit closer to Echo, introduce themselves as and say something along the lines of, "I am Ellumnd of." So they're going to say the name of their home, which no one knows yet. So, just be aware that's what I'm talking about. Okay. So they're going to say, "I am Ellumnd of Nuclea, now the ascended oracle of the divinity of knowledge, Caleris. Imbued with my knowledge, I tell you, assuredly, the Shattered God means not to preserve the purity of the garden. The Shattered means to corrupt all, to take all within its own power, to make it something that it is not. The Shattered has done it with others, with this place. Your suggestion means that you would ally yourself with the very same corruption that threatens your land now, that threatens the elves, the orcs, my home, that threatens all, that corrupts all. There is no purity, no preservation, no expansion in the Shattered. This corruption is your future, should you choose to ally yourself with the enemy. And as Ellumnd is saying this, their pace of speaking is actually a little bit quicker, right? They're they're much more enunciated, very clear, very powerful, not as slow, much more alive.
As Ellumnd finishes, I will also say, he told me that he will kill everyone and then revive them in his image. That is what you want to happen.
Then Echo will just say a last statement.
And I mean, even people who have chosen his side regret it. So, I mean, we should learn from others and listen to knowledge and to the threats that he's made.
All right. How do you want to do this? Three of you had made... no, not like that, sorry. Three of you... The episode took a right turn. Three of you had made some...
Unleash chaos!
have made an argument. Do you want to roll together? Do two of you want to roll together?
A group action roll?
You want to do a group action roll?
A group action roll? Sorry.
I definitely don't want to lead it, that's for sure.
I mean, a group action roll has a nice ring to it.
It does.
It does.
Do you, so if you want to do a group action roll, and again, totally up to you.
Always lead with brains before brawn. Ellumnd.
I'll give you the option. I'll give you the option presence or knowledge, because some of you are recalling things that you know. Some of you are using stuff that you remembered.
Why not both?
And some of you are just arguing.
Okay. So, this is up to you guys whether you want to do a group action thing or not, because I'm going to apply, if I can, my experience of I build museums in my mind to obviously apply all of my knowledge regarding the Shattered God to the situation in my speech. I'm also going to use Adept, which allows me to utilize an experience and mark a stress instead of spending a hope, which doubles my experience modifier for that roll. So I'm going to go ahead and roll knowledge, and just so you guys know, my modifier is now 10. So you're welcome to help me if you want to, but we'll see how it goes.
I will say this.
Action to let her be the leader or him be the leader?
You can. With the countdown the way it currently is, you will need a critical success.
Okay.
To beat it. Currently 3-1.
I don't like this at all.
Oof.
Or what is
But if
kind of
you-
the other option?
What is the other option?
So if
Yeah.
you win with hope, you take it down 2, or your progress goes to 2. So then it's 1-1, all tied up, and you'll have another opportunity to make your case, or to otherwise try to sway Theralia.
I don't think that processed in my brain. What?
So we're doing counters, countdowns,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
and how it's working is that succeed and fail, you're moving counters, and yet they're racing. Currently, to sway Theralia is at 3. We're taking down to 0. To lose the argument is at 1. You have 1 more tick.
So critical success moves the progression in our favor by 3.
Correct.
Correct. And so you need to go from 3 to 0, which is why you need a critical.
Right.
Because
And
any
if
other
you
result ticks down 1, at least. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So how do you want me to roll it by myself? That's up to you guys.
Oh, sorry. Success with hope, it doesn't tick down at all. I looked at the book, but also stretched out my back, which was nice.
Shoot, I don't know which one would be better to do. Because the group action roll, we just roll to see if it's hope,
We
right?
boost to you kind of thing, right? Or what
Say again?
kind of what's the option? Is it group action roll versus we each individually roll? Or
Yeah, so
what?
so you could so group action roll might not be the best option, because really you're just
Okay.
looking to add modifiers to leaders. Currently, if Ellumnd is going to be the leader, they have +10, so
Yeah.
you need to roll. These are all DC'd at 15. So you roll 5, you get it with hope. 5 with hope.
Cool.
Easy
All right.
peasy. However, that will tick you down 2. Success with hope. Did you get that right?
Yeah.
That'll tick you down 2. So
Okay.
you'll be
It'll be 1
tied up at 1-1, and
Okay.
All right.
then okay.
All right, we're rolling. I rolled a 29 with fear.
Success with fear. Sit down. 1.
Mm-hmm. Any way to change that? Anybody?
If I could chew a leaf and use my luck bender, then I
will give
could.
her the
But
leaf.
No,
have
I
2
need-
leaves.
I need someone's leaf for my portal.
Yeah, I was saying like. if
Ellumnd,
I
how many
chew a
hope do you
leaf, I
have?
could do luck bender.
I
Any?
have full hope right now.
Read your card.
Wait, what? No, wait.
More stuff for you, Ellumnd.
Just to answer a question that was put out there.
But I don't. Okay.
So the mark of stress part doesn't apply here.
Okay.
The first part of that does. It's
Okay.
using the word creature to be very general, as in it's not necessarily an ally or an adversary.
So, if I okay, let me ask it this way: if I had rolled a critical success, would we have succeeded in our attempt to persuade them? Okay, in that case, I'm gonna rewrite fate. So
Nice.
this is an ability from a divine mark card that Ghost created. Group action roll TM. This is called the Oracle Ascendant, which is because I am the avatar of Calaris. Right? Did I say that right? And one of these abilities within this card is to write fate. I can spend 5 hope to change the outcome of any creature's roll to an outcome of my desire. The other part of this, which isn't relevant here, is to mark a stress to deliver 2d10 plus 12 damage for temporal feedback. But again, this doesn't apply here. So I'm going to spend 5 hope, if this thing will let me do the thing. And I am going to change my roll to a critical success.
Awesome.
Yeah.
See who that. So, tell me, how do you rewrite history?
So I guess my question is, how can I? Meaning what? Like I'm confused, I guess.
How can
Like,
you? How do
yeah,
you change?
like,
How do you change this outcome to be?
Yes.
To go from
Like through what methods, I guess.
however you want. Make it.
Oh.
Paint
Make
me
it
a
up.
picture.
It's magic. Come on.
Wait, oh
Let's
really?
go.
You're doing it.
Okay. Oh, I have such a good idea. Okay. So, referring back to one of my experiences, right? One of my experiences is I build museums in my mind. This is related to, if any of you guys have seen Sherlock Holmes, his mind palace, right? Ellumnd's sort of museum, right? Which is very similar to their home and where their home kept information, except it's very expansive. And within this museum are books, bookshelves, any place that you can think of, in Academy's library, a gigantic library, museums with artifacts, even I would imagine museums that have the ability, almost as with an experiential type of museum. Like if you go into a space center and you go into, I don't know if you guys have ever been, but you go into a room and there are all these like stars and it's dark and it looks real. Ellumnd is going to expand their memory museum to include everyone present at the trial in the stone circle. And they are going to take them to a room that is filled with memories of the shattered god. Things that Echo has said, that Throg has said, that Dar and Oleg and Halm have said, encounters that they have had with different divine beings, experiences that they have seen, corruption that they have witnessed, the very first episode with Raish Thalris's death and the death of the previous avatars of certain celestial beings. All of this memory coming to life around them, almost as if they are there, as if they're standing in the midst of it, full color, things playing around them from Ellumnd's perspective, as if they are there in Ellumnd's place. And as Ellumnd speaks, this is going on around them. As Ellumnd's voice drops off, and with their final words, the memories continue to play. And they play for moments until it seems as if the entire circle is in utter awe, not disarray, but almost paralysis of this overwhelm of the very truth, the knowledge, the fact of the present and the implications for the future. And when Ellumnd recognizes that feeling, that overwhelming power, that the understanding as the avatar and the ascended oracle of Caloris, the understanding that they know and now have this knowledge, the museum returns to Ellumnd's mind. And the trial continues.
As you have changed fate ever so beautifully, you can see the look on Soralia's face.
I never thought of it that way. We worry about life. Immortals, they have life. And if we fall, they fall. And if they fall, we are soon to follow. Wish my brother was here. I have made my decision. We will let the elves go, but I will deliver them from the cloud. I will not have them trample all over our realm. But I will leave it to you, divine heroes. Help us find a solution. We won't last long. The garden is fading away.
And with that, she starts to sort of float up into the sky. You can see Varelian is grumbling.
Well, I didn't think that would happen that way. But I suppose they're right.
The queen says, "Thank you so much. I don't know how to repay you. I know that you need us to fight, but we've been away from home for so long. We will surely stand with you, but we need some time to recover. If you want to go ahead, maybe we can follow shortly. We need supplies. We need to regroup."
Just make sure you get there before the fighting is done.
You have my word. What was your name? It's a pleasure to meet you, Throg. I am Navara.
It's an honor to meet you, Navarra.
I'm the queen of the elves. I suppose I'm the lone ruler. My husband perished in the attacks, but you have a noble heart.
That's what I keep hearing.
And she turns to Ellumnd and says,
Words cannot describe what you've done for us. All of you. If you truly are planning on taking on the Shattered God, you have our swords, you have our bows.
Ellumnd is just gonna say again once more in their very slow, now more relaxed, type of tone. Just, we will need them.
And have them you shall.
Are you gonna try to help out with the orcs, or are you just talking about like the battle in general kind of thing? I don't know how long it takes to recover. I don't really know how many of your...
And she looks to... he looks to the one that is the general dude, that's all decked out and stuff.
I don't really know how many of your elven army protectors you have left, so...
Commander Arathian turns, he says, well, we are elves. We just need swords. We ran in here under-equipped, so... We will find the provisions we need. We will join you, post-haste. If you are to be the saviors of the realm, we will have your backs, but we will need much more than us.
Above the table. Didn't I just open and close and secure a whole armory?
You did find one. It was their armory. It was severely lacking, and you didn't look at any of the items in it.
Previous to that. When I had
Oh.
to cut my hand and bleed in a bowl.
In the
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I was like, Throg. I sound like Throg now. Wait a minute. All right, Throg. Maybe we could take him back to Golvathar. That'll be closer. And there are swords and shields and bows in there.
I'll look at the general. If all you need is your weapons, I know where there's an armory just sitting behind a locked door. And it's full. If you don't mind using some orcish type.
The queen says, I don't know if we can go back to Aer'yndor. Did you come from there? What's the condition?
Dead.
Aer'yndor is dead.
Wait. That's the
city. The elfish
Oh.
city is Aer'yndor.
your city. Okay,
Yeah.
no, that's not dead. But it's
Oh no, I was muted.
what does the city I'll look at Echo. Echo, you were just there. What does the city look like?
Well, you know, all of the people are statues and their souls have been taken from them. It was rumbling earlier. Did I hear any rumbling whenever I went through it to go find a portal and come back?
Yeah, it being afloat in the sky is starting to look a little bit off kiltered.
Yeah. Its floating is a little bit not as good as it was before. You know, it's a little wonky, a little bit, you know.
We will need someplace else to go.
We can get you over to the old Orc Kingdom city. We can get you down in there. We can get you the weapons from there.
Maybe we can go directly there. Yeah. And she looks down. She's been listening the whole time as she's up in the sky, and she just says, whatever, that's fine.
Sorry.
So you want to send the elves to Golvathar to...
I think we're all planning on going from there first. Was that the plan?
Yeah, because he has to unlock it and everything too. So
True.
We're not going to get out of there if I don't.
It's still going to be a few days travel to try to save your people. Unless Ellumnd wants to portal from there, of course.
Well, if I'm going to portal I need 4 hope and I have 1. So just saying.
You have my 4.
Okay.
can give
you're
you-
4.
I can give you 2.
I can
No,
give
I
you
can
the
give-
leaf. I can give
Oh, yeah.
you. Wait, were you gonna use
much
an
are the
ability
leaves?
to give hope?
How much are
They're
the leaves?
2.
Okay.
Oh,
The
they're-
leaves
I
are
can
2.
give- Yeah, I can give you the leaf for 2. I forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, you can't just straight up give hope unless you have an ability that allows you to.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Right.
I didn't know if.
Yeah, I
if he
can
was
give
also
some.
gonna do it.
Okay.
Well, didn't you already do
Okay,
your once
neat.
per rest thing or whatever?
I didn't. Well, she was already full, so I didn't actually give it. I was saying I could do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, we were talking so much about what we could
Yeah.
do that like things were just solidified in my
Right.
brain as done.
I'd offered it, but we didn't need it at the time.
Right.
Trill
Yeah,
says.
I can do that.
Trill says,
Oh, how do you unlock? What do you need to unlock? Is it a building? Is it a room? What? I don't understand.
Well,
where the accent came from.
it's just a specific magic, that uses him.
And he points to Throg.
So he's like a key or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it starts with key and ends with ing.
Zing. Does he like put his hand in a hole and how does he unlock the?
Yes.
I mean, it kind
That's
of.
exactly
yeah.
how I do it.
Oh.
There's a
Put his hand
hole,
in a bowl.
and he uses his hand. So
Oh.
I thought fake. Nah, I'm kidding. Your husband just said something, didn't he?
Wait, what? What happened?
Eating.
Oh, yeah, I thought your reaction. I thought somebody said something in the background.
No, it was my reaction to what I said. I'm just glad I'm not with the Solid 10 cast right now because they would have just exploded with that one.
Somebody clip it. We'll send it.
No.
Please clip that. Please, chat, clip that somehow.
So
I was gonna.
what Trill was trying to convey was, is there another way that they can open it themselves if you wanted to more directly intervene?
Oh,
them
well,
blood.
Echo doesn't feel like it is his right to say that. So,
We have a small vial.
wouldn't they need like 3?
Two.
Well, they can. They're going to be teleported someplace. The queen is
They're
gonna.
gonna
I'm sorry, the queen.
Teleport
The
inside.
Soralia is gonna teleport them. So
Mhm.
they really just need to open it. They don't have to close it again.
Well, they also have to get out, though, right? It's also locked up.
Yeah, so they need one vial. No, they
Wait, was
would
the
need
armory not
two.
behind?
They would need 2. She's right. One for the city
And-
itself, and then one for the castle.
And 3
Oh, okay.
if you want to lock back the door once they leave.
They're gonna
Okay.
take all the valuable stuff that's left in there.
Yeah.
Weapons.
Echo's
Same.
gonna be like, the orcs have a king, and the elves have a queen.
Oh, the orcs have a king. Who's the king?
He's right here.
Oh, my apologies, Your Highness. I had no idea. I knew that you had a noble heart.
I had
course.
no
It's a
idea either. It's a new development.
Oh,
He just
I see.
found out.
I've never met an orc before. It's a pleasure, of course. We are happy to. You're willing to put a roof over our heads. We would thank you.
Yeah, well,
Species, helping each other out.
Echo's just going to kind of walk away.
it'll at least give you a place to stay until you can. If you won't get back to your floating islands and get them all back into ship shape. But I have a feeling we have to take care of this whole thing first. But you're welcome to it. It's not being used. Might need a little cleaning, writing up. Some graveyards. Look.
I'm waiting for Echo to pull out a harp or something.
I could do the one spell that like creates like flowery
we were going
pretty
to the
stuff
kingdom,
around
right?
them.
We were
I mean-
leaving. Time's wasting, trying to get everything back to shape, save the world, stuff like that. No time for an ocarina.
I mean, she lost her husband a year ago. For her, it's been a long time. Even though it's been 2 weeks in the real world. The optics might not be great. So what do you want to do next? Do you want them to go? do you want?
I think we're all going to the Orc
Okay.
Kingdom.
So as you start to move away from the circle, and people are, talking to Echo and like
On the grass.
congratulating him. They're all floating for their fairies, right? Walking the path. There's a
And then
stone
the
path.
elves and yeah.
The elves are still in the mist.
Okay.
They're just waiting to find out where they're going. Would you just like to send them?
Yeah, Trill was bringing that up. Frog, did you want to do the 3 vial thing, or are we all going? Because I think Ellumnd can only cast that thing once, and I don't think that she's gonna send all of us. I don't think we're included in her sending. the goddess.
Do the 3 vial thing. I'll explain how to use it to the queen. Or just leave it open. Because it's only going to open the kingdom, open the city.
Okay. So as you fill some vials with blood and start to explain to them how they work, and Soralia
Last
grants
thing
your
I thought I'd
wish.
do is exchange bodily fluids with the queen on the first night.
No.
I'm sorry, this is what passes for a date in orc culture.
Soralia
Usually it's somebody else's blood, actually.
catches the remaining elves in the mist and pushes them through the other realm into Golvathar using the instructions that you gave. You are all confronted with the choice. As you stand there, you once again, Echo, feel that pull, that feeling of something that you should be doing. As more souls enter the Veil of Stillness.
We need to go
Rogue,
do
I
what
don't think we
do.
can wait on them.
We cannot
I
wait
don't.
on-
People keep dying, and I can feel it.
I don't think we can wait. They can catch up. Hey, the 6 of us did pretty well against the one town. My village is not that big. They probably didn't send a big army.
Wait, how are we supposed to get there? It's still gonna take like a day. I don't understand.
Ellumnd can create portals.
I know, but Echo doesn't know that he wasn't there.
Oh,
They
that's
didn't
right.
Update Echo.
Oh. Ellumnd is going to well, okay, first of all, Ellumnd, like, you know, kind of rolled away with Echo when Echo like stepped away, and is going to as they're kind of talking, actually explain to Echo that actually I feel like Ellumnd as quickly as he can, which is not quick at all, is gonna give her a little bit of detail just about the interaction with Raish and Caloris. Caloris? Yes.
K. Loris, like lore, like.
Thank you.
So, okay, Loris.
All right, so as you give the
so
quick
Echo would
rundown
know
of.
then. So.
Yep.
Ellumnd is going to offer to create a portal and asks Throg directly, although refusing to look at him, says, yeah, you heard it right. there are things.
All the eyes are looking the other way.
Good point. Yeah, maybe I actually think that they're probably still facing Echo, but is talking to Throg, and says, King of the Orcs.
No, you-
Shall I open a portal to your home?
please.
So if you guys are gonna give me hope, I'm gonna use that hope, which
I think you have to eat the leaves I gave you first.
yes. So I actually only need 3. So if Dar can give me 1, because I have
got
one
it.
existing, and then if I eat those 2, I won't have any hope though. So yeah, that sucks.
I'll give you
But-
2.
Okay. Thank you, because I need it. And I am going to weave a portal We want to do it now, right? Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and weave a portal in front of us. Within my hands, there are eyes, and these eyes are now colored with Aer'yndor's divine coloring. And Ellumnd is going to put his hands out, and just you see this light kind of pool in their hands, almost looking like a liquid, as if these eyes are dripping. And the other little eyes all across Ellum's body, including the two now in his face and all of the ones on his mushroom cap, are going to start glowing. And with this glow, there is the same coloring that Aer'yndor in Raish's form now has, which is a kind of ring of this yellow, whitish glow and a reddish glow. And the Ellumnd is just going to like push their hands out and then just kind of make a circle with their hands. And just like Raish's portal, although this one again is colored in that same light, the perimeter of the circle is going to be, different runes and script that are written in the fungal language of Ellum's home. And the script is written in red. And within the portal, you can see whatever it is that is going on in this place that we're going to.
So you can see an intense battle between two individuals that are hard to tell. Do you go through the portal?
Yep.
So
I feel like we're following Throg here.
Throg's like, I want to save my people.
They got my mama there.
Echo's like right behind because like them souls are bothersome.
I'd imagine at some point you're going to get nauseous from it.
You mean
So I
me?
said before,
Oh, no.
Just before I step through, I'm going to look over at Trill and say, "Don't worry, I call him monkey to his face." And then step through.
Oh, I have to give Trill a hug before I go in.
Can I ask, because I'm very sorry, but I don't remember what your homeland location is called, Throg. Matt,
It's good reason
do you
for that.
remember? Oh, so we don't know?
We never
Okay,
said-
great. Well, at least I didn't forget. Wonderful. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You said before you go through. Oh, you said it. Sorry. You wanted to give Trill a hug. Okay.
Yeah.
Trill says,
Will I ever see you again?
I don't know. I mean, it's pretty dangerous. So, I hope so.
Me too. You're kind of my favorite person. Be safe.
Trill's just gonna take a few steps back.
Oh no! But Echo's gonna like kind of tear up a little bit. And then he's just gonna leave.
So as this portal unfurls from Ellum's hands, not as flashy and robust as what you've seen with Raish. This one isn't something that's torn into the world. It's more whispered into it. These words spiral into these red arcs. Red, putting meaning and memory into form. As the last symbol clicks into place, it's a tear in space that yawns open, rimmed with the script that flickers like firelight. And as you all step through it, you walk into a camp in ruins. You see orcs laying on the ground that encircle around the camp. There's crackling of stormlight, clouds shot through with shadow and flame. The village under siege, there's tents ablaze, great stones at the center cracked. You see weeping light, screams echo through smoke, cut short by blasts of magic. At the center, you see a familiar form, hulking, dark, red, piercing through the chaos, Nixarath. As he stands, he just seems to drip with shadow. These coils of void-born flame lash across the battlefield, but not at other orcs. There's so many that are down already. You see something else. This powerful being wielding this legendary great warhammer, glowing this white glow as he defends himself. Dravos, the god of war, is there to defend what remains, the orcs. And as these two titans clash, above the bloodied ground, light against dark steel, against claw, horn. As Dravos swings his warhammer with divine force, each strike a verdict. But Nixarath, no longer the mortal that Dravos helped breathe into life, breathe into divinity, no longer bound by the laws of gods. He seems to roar as earth cracks. He brings the shattered blade down, knocking the warhammer from his fists. And he sends a final blow to the god's chest as he crashes down into the stone circle. The divine armor shattering like glass. And as you walk through the portal, the hammer arcs through the air as trails sparkle with embers. And it lands with a dong, this ringing thud at Throg's feet. Everything stops. The flames pause. The storm quiets. Even Nixarath turns his glowing red eyes the party as they come through the portal. He locks his eyes to the last known orc of the royal bloodline. And then in a deep tone that can be felt in the bones of the ground, a voice out of contempt, but of excitement, out of thunder, but of judgment, speaks. And he says,
"Pick it up."
Throg will basically see the hammer at his feet, and he'll do that really cool step on the edge thing so it flings up into his hands. And he'll say, "Nixie, it's time for you to die."
So as you grab the hammer, your form becomes changed. How does Throg appear?
Throg was wearing very simple, well, the chainmail that he found. First thing you notice is that the shoulder pads bulk out a little bit, and they kind of gloss over in a stove black with the gold trim along the edge and spikes sticking out. His armor, the rest of his armor, including the leather lames he was wearing, suddenly turn the suit black, the stove black with the gold trim. His tusks that barely interfered with his speech, like, just kind of hanging out in the corners, suddenly jut out more. His forehead slopes more. He looks a little bit more primordial, kind of like more savage, like the god of war. Kind of a mix between them. His size increases a little, not much. I mean, he was already big. It just seems like he gained, he's got like coursing through him. You can see lightning under his skin. Kind of like goes through up to the shoulders from the hammer. And then
you had this mark that came down from your jaw. Is that still there? I think that was where your divine mark was.
The mark was on my face, full on the face.
Oh, yeah. Does that remain?
That does remain. It's just basically glowing. It's just where it was just like, it kind of looked like, how your skin's a little lighter when you get burned.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like he's wearing a death skull face paint.
Okay.
At this point.
So as you feel this wave come over you and all of these physical changes manifest as you hold this great warhammer out.
One more thing. His helmet. Everybody remembers the tiara. However, across his helm, the brow of his helm, the tiara appears. And then it gets more jagged. And it turns from being a simple, delicate spiral tiara to a jagged, angry crown of thorns and spikes.
So as this sort of manifests out of your helm as you're holding this warhammer, you see this spectral essence appear before you, the shape of the very god that's laying on the ground. And you hear him say,
"So are you gonna be an avatar of justice or vengeance?"
And that's where we'll end the session. Whew. We're getting so close.
I knew that would make Hal just freak the hell out.
Long live the king. You got yourself a crown, maybe a queen. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you everyone at home that's watching. This group is going to be taking the month of November off, but you can still meet us next Thursday for the one shot, The Watchfire of Carvo's Keep. We'll be back on the 4th for the final 2 episodes of The Shattered God. Thank you, everybody. Outstanding job today. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
There's a crack in the sky where the stars used to be, and the prayers that we whispered now fall at our feet. What we thought was eternal was only a spark. Now the gods are just echoes that fade in the dark. But I still hear a voice like a fire in the rain, saying, go on, remember, don't let this be in vain. We were born from the ashes, we rise from the pain, carving names into silence, rewriting the flame. If the heavens are breaking, then we'll stand where they fell. We are more than their echoes. We are the story we tell. We were marked in the night by a hand we don't know, with a burden we carry but never let show. Every step is a secret, each choice is a threat. Will we fight for the fallen or crown gods instead? And it's more than a fate, it's a promise we keep. In the ruins of faith, we still dream when we sleep. We were born from the ashes, we rise from the pain, carving names into silence, rewriting the flame. If the heavens are breaking, then we'll stand where they fell. We are more than their echoes. We are the story we tell. And if I lose the light, I'll still walk the line. With your hand in mine, we can still define what is sacred, what is right. Even gods can fade from sight, but we don't fade. We don't fade. We were born from the ashes, we rise from the pain. Not the end of a chapter, but the start of a name.